Hey everybody, welcome back to CPU. I'm Joe Klemczewski with Adam Atkinson. We're in episode 2 of our series on the top 5 things you could do wrong on contest day. This one is to just misread what's happening in your body. So it's contest day. You probably have a coach, or if you don't, you're looking in the mirror, you're trying to determine and assess, how am I doing? Do I need to make any changes? Take away this, add that. And it becomes really easy to second guess yourself in a bad way. I mean, Adam, if I were competing today, I wouldn't trust myself. I would need somebody like you to get my back. Here's what I'm seeing, Adam. What do you think? And we need those objective outside sources to help us with that. But we also have to be ready ourselves. And so I'm curious how you help your clients understand how to communicate that best to you, how not to worry about those things, but to still be objective.
I've been lucky with this because I have a gentle tone, and I've been told a lot that I'm really good at keeping people calm on show day. So nothing really phases me or worries me too much because typically we're not taking half court shots or doing anything so drastic in the first place. So I think this helps me avoid these situations in the first place. So I hate to say I don't have a lot of experience of it going the other way too much, aside from a couple weeks ago, I had a guy look straight down at his legs and said, "My legs look soft." And I said, "When was the last time you assessed your physique by looking straight down at your legs?" And he said, "I guess you're right. Never." I'm like, "Look in the mirror over here." And he was like, "Oh, you're right. I'm not bad off." And I was like, "Yeah, you never check out your legs looking like that." So they did look like crap from that angle.
Mhm. Well, besides the objectiveness of just looking at yourself, I like to tell clients, if possible, flying may not be possible, but, take the same scale you've been weighing on. Let's make sure we know whatever times of day you weigh, we're seeing those kinds of objective data points along with what we are both seeing. But let's say on contest morning, a client really does look at themselves appropriately, maybe even send you a picture, Adam, and say, dude, like, it's been 2 hours since my last meal. I should be looking this way, and I'm just super, super flat, or I'm spilling over. How do you assess that with them and help them make the right call?
Yeah, and I think that's where if you're changing things, people typically don't worry. And I actually had a female client freak out once, and she looked great. She didn't really need anything, and we gave her a couple vitamin C tabs, which were basically placebo. I needed to change something for this person. And she never asked me why I had vitamin C, but that was why, just to kind of get her to calm down.
Was it a miracle? Did she look great 5 minutes later?
She looked great during and then after she took the vitamin C.
Wow, I learned something here. I'm gonna have a trick like that. I'm gonna have my clients take some really exotic, weird things, and I'll say, "Oh, you need one of these and two of those, exactly 36 seconds apart, and it'll be perfect."
Yeah, 1,000 milligrams did the
Yeah.
trick.
So there are ways, and we're talking about the things you have to avoid, the top 5 things you could do wrong on contest day, and to misread your physique, such as, oh my gosh, I feel a little soft, so maybe it's quote water. I should, stop drinking water. Those are the kind of things when we're describing misreading your physique that are completely avoidable if you just know the context. So I wonder, Adam, how many times you ask a client or you tell a client, like, hey, I need to know exactly when your last meal was, how much water you've had, are you sticking to the plan, are you not? Like, because you have to have that context or you cannot really assess anything that needs to be changed.
Absolutely. Yeah. I think with guys, they tend to do this a little more than females do. And it's easy to, sometimes think that you can take matters into your own hands, but you have to look back and think, what am I paying this person for in the first place?
The two best performances I had as a pro both required pretty major physique correction approaches because I'm incessantly a tinkerer. You know, I look at myself and I'm, oh, what do we need to do better? What's wrong? What's this? And I start almost doing too much. I'm that bad client that should have just taken 2 vitamin C tablets. And so I'll overcarb or I'll do something else. But when I come back to my senses and I just say, okay, let's objectively consider, like you were your own client, what you've done in the day so far, where you're at, what do you really need? You know, I think that's the best way you can help yourself to avoid those physique correction miscues. All right, guys, we will see you next time in episode 3 in our series on the 5 worst mistakes you can make on contest day.